Somebody that I love so much once told me that a woman's beauty never fades, that pretty never goes away. And I think that's true. I think just sometimes it doesn't feel true. Everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I hope you had a good, safe week, and I am so happy to see you. I missed you this week. Well, today I'm doing a skincare video. I only do one of these once a year, and mostly because you want to know what I'm doing for my décolleté and my neck and my face, and I want to show you what I use and why I use it and how I use it. And okay, I'm not an expert, you know that. I don't have a license, to do anything except drive, so you've been warned. But I think we're going to have a good time today. Taking care of our skin, it gives us so much confidence when we feel we look healthy and we look our best. And I think it's more than just products. Now down below, I'll link the products that I'm going to show you. But I'm not so sure it's products. I think it's lifestyle, and I think it's attitude. I think it's a lot of things. So I can't wait to get into it. Also, at the end of the video, I want to give you an update on me moving. So I'm so happy you're here. Let's talk skincare. I am 68 years old. I am of Italian and Irish descent. My problems with my skin is basically texture, and of course, now that I'm aging, the firmness perhaps isn't where I would like it. But I do think I do some things that do affect that. I have combination skin, so sometimes in certain areas it's dry, and then my T-zone is kind of oily. I was 58 years old when I quit smoking, and after I quit smoking, I thought, well, my skin, it's not going to look so leathery. It's just going to bounce right back. I'll be bright, and in no time, my skin will look good. And no, it didn't. And I snapped a lot of pictures. And I'm so glad that I have those pictures now, not only to remind me what abusing your body and your skin, what it actually looks like, how it ages you, but I'm glad I have these pictures so I can humbly share them with you, although it's tough. I would feel a little bit embarrassed showing you some of these pictures if it didn't have a happy ending. So, and I'm not trying to say I look so great at 68 years old, but I'm very happy with my skin because it feels soft, and I feel that it's bright and healthy. In looking back over the years, I have loved my skincare routine, and I swear every year it gets a little bit better. I try a lot of different products, but there are staple products that I just love that I will never give up. And I don't use any facial tools, except I do use a stainless steel roller, and I will show you that in a minute. But at night, when I go into the bathroom, I really have a good time. I use an oil that heats up on my face to remove my makeup, and it's by Physicians Formula. After that, I go to my favorite cleansers and wash my face. I don't think a cleanser is really on my face long enough to make a difference. So I pick cleansers that have spearmint and peppermint in it and green tea, cleansers that make my skin feel really bright and soft, but are just kind of fun. This one is kind of my favorite. It's Dirty Works, the creamy cleanser. My favorite peel pad that I use is by Johat. And the reason I love this particular peel pad is it has papaya in it. And papaya, well, it's expensive to put in a product, and it brightens us up. And I love that. So I don't use any type of hydroquinone or anything to fade my age spots, but the papaya does. I honestly think that does help. So that's why I use this peel pad every other night. After you've cleansed your skin and it just feels great and you know it's truly clean, that is when you're going to add your retin-A or your retinol or anything that you're using that is going to help with the cell turnover. So that's when you're going to use it. You're not going to want to put on a serum or your moisturizer and then put your retin-A or your Defrin or whatever you're using. You're not going to want to do that. You are going to see an amazing amount of results if the very first thing you put on your skin is going to be your retin-A or your retinol. Other than my rosehip seed oil, I think there's been one product that I have used in the last couple of years that has showed me such amazing results. And I've talked about it before with you, but it is the Rock Eye Cream. And I don't know what it is about this eye cream, but when I use it, and it's the first thing I put on my skin after I wash my face at night, and I just tap it around my eyes, and the wrinkles around my eyes are less now than they were 2 years ago. And if I can find some pictures or a video, I want to show you, but it's amazing. And so I kind of took a deep dive into this eye cream. Like, what is it about this eye cream that has given me such amazing results? And the only thing I can figure out, it has copper in it and it has zinc in it. And you put those two things together and it makes a very powerful antioxidant. So that's really helping me repel the pollution in the air. But it's got to be more than that. I don't understand why it has helped me so much reduce the look of wrinkles around my eyes, but it has. And I love it. And it is, well, it's just an amazing eye cream. And I always believed it doesn't matter what eye cream you use. I always believed that. But for the last year and a half, I have used a plant collagen serum, and it's by Algenist, and I buy it off of QVC. And you can buy it off their website too, and sometimes they have really good sales, and I usually get 2 for 1. But this particular serum for me works. And I think I told you, every time I quit it, I go running back because I start to see pores. I start to see a little bit more texture. So this serum is just a godsend to me and my skin. The other thing that this serum did was I started noticing in my videos I was getting a lot, well, not a lot, but I was getting a line that was very deep, 2 of them in my neck. It wasn't keeping me up at night. I'm gonna get lines in my neck. But when I started to use the plant collagen serum, all of a sudden, well, I couldn't see the lines. The lines in my neck didn't look as deep. They didn't look as pronounced. And so now I'm a little skittish about trying other serums and going off this one. So I just keep using this one because I see results. Every person is different. So that's just what works for me. Looking back 10 years ago and how far I've come, I can't believe it. When I walked into the drugstore and I plunked down $20 for retinol and then I used it and I saw such an amazing transformation, I'll never forget it. And I realized there really are topical products that you can use that will make a difference. And you don't necessarily have to run and get procedures or fillers. You actually can use inexpensive products that do help. The next thing that truly blew me away was my rosehip seed oil. And then I would graduate on to using my pumpkin seed oil. These are really right now the only two oils that I'm using. But I love it. The first thing I do in the morning is I put rosehip seed oil on my face, and the last thing at night that I do is I tap in my rosehip seed oil. Sometimes when I'm really stressed, I will take my rosehip seed oil, I'll put it in the palm of my hand. I use my rosehip seed oil on my elbows and on my cuticles, you name it. Even Desi, I use it. But I love the way rosehip seed oil smells, and it calms me down right away. What kind of nut am I? Don't answer that. But there's something about the way that rosehip seed oil smells. It sends me to the moon. I just love it. And I don't know if you've heard of it, but I have been doing this for at least 7 years, and it's called pressure sculpting. And all that is taking a little bit of oil, or it's something that has a slip to it, kind of pressing it into your face so your face is nice and moisturized. And then all you're going to do is just put pressure on your face at certain points and hold it. Hold it there for 1 minute, 60 seconds. I love doing this, but it's very, very relaxing. People in the morning don't like to wash their face. I do like to wash my face in the morning with an oil cleanser, only because I want to get all the retin-A off of my face, or the retinol. I want to get that off my face, and then in the morning I'm going to put on my sunscreen. And I'm going to use my favorite vitamin C. This is rock vitamin C. I get this right at the drugstore, so nothing fancy here. The reason I use this rock vitamin C is because of all the vitamin C's I've ever used, this one smells the best. And it does the best job on age spots. There, I said it. Yep, it does the best job on age spots. So I love it. This is a little stainless steel roller that I have. I used to use a jade roller, but I don't use that anymore because it doesn't cover enough territory. This one is nice, and I keep this in the refrigerator, so this is cold too. What I like to do is just roll my face, and that just kind of gets the fluid going, like I said, with the pressure sculpting. But this helps me, and this is just so relaxing. I know there's so many people out there that say, I use a $400 at-home laser and no results. $6 and I love it. Did you find something for the neighbor who hates me?
I did. I found this adorable rabbit.
Oh my goodness. He hates animals, especially rabbits.
And you can pet them.
Can I ask you a question, and will you give me an honest answer?
For $1, I'll give you an honest answer.
Okay. Find an older woman sexy?
Sure, why not?
Oh my goodness, never a bride, always the groom.
Oh, solo mio.
When I was in the shower this morning, I was thinking, now what am I going to name my video this week? And that's where I do most of my very important thinking is in the shower, by the way. But I thought, if I put my anti-aging skincare routine in the title, I'm going to get more views. Because this anti-aging philosophy is very, very popular. And I understand that. The skincare business is a $180 billion business. And for them to get our money, they have to convince us that we have a problem, that we have something that needs fixing. Well, what do we have that needs fixing? My Lord, we have wrinkles. We have a face that might not be firm like it was when we were 35. God forbid. We have crow's feet. We have some age spots. And all of those things that are such beautiful tattoos of this amazing life that we have lived. Well, they want us to believe that that's all bad. That's horrible. Call the police. That woman has age spots. I remember last fall when I was at the nursery and I was buying some plants and I saw this older woman and she looked terribly sad. And I thought, oh dear, I wonder why she's sad. And I took in her whole appearance. And then when she turned and she saw these geraniums that were just so beautiful, white and pink and red, and her whole face lit up and she looked 20 years old. And I thought to myself, how I judge somebody's age isn't wrinkles, it's not age spots, it's not, well, how firm is their jawline? It's how joyous they look. Are they smiling? So when I see somebody trying to tell the women out there that I love so much that there's something wrong with them and that they need to go out and buy a $400 tool, it hurts me and it pushes my buttons. I think it's fun that we try to look our best. That's fun. It's like, I don't know, it's like a little contest we have with time. But there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing at all. You're beautiful. When I was 40 years old, I was dating a man that would later be my husband, and his name was Bill. And he always told me how pretty I was, and I was so madly in love with him. And I would have weak, insecure moments. And I remember I asked him, Bill, will you still think I'm pretty when I'm old? And he laughed at me. And I became afraid of what he was going to answer. And he just laughed and he said, are you kidding? You're so pretty. Pretty lasts forever. Pretty doesn't go away. What goes away is our ability to see it. Our ability to appreciate it. I had no idea that we would live out those words. One of the last things Billy said to me just a few years ago was, you're so cute. Do people stop you in a parking lot and just ask you how you got so cute? Pretty doesn't go away. Hal, do you like jewelry on a woman?
Sure, I do.
Did you used to buy Mary a lot of jewelry?
I did. I bought her a lot. She liked Laurel Birch. I bought her a lot of Laurel Birch earrings and
Aw.
pins. She really liked pins a lot.
That's so sweet. You were such a good husband.
And I still have them all.
I got approved for a mortgage today. And that really didn't happen last year the way I thought it would. But this year, I had all my ducks in a row. And I know how much house I can afford. I know what I need now to put down. And I have been pre-approved, the deep dive approval where they go through all your statements and your bank account, your employment, everything. And I got approved. And I got approved for more than I ever dreamed. But it's still not going to be a big fancy house. But it's going to be a good house. And there's going to be enough yard where I can landscape it and we can hash out, decor ideas and tree ideas and you name it. We're going to have a blast. It was always in my life, either my grandfather's house or my husband's house. This will be the first time in my entire life. This will be my house. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every minute that I get to spend with you. And well, I just broke the news to Desi that he's going to have his own backyard, and I think he's pretty happy. If you get time down below, could you share maybe what's going on in your life right now? How are you doing? Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, safe, brand new week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, it's a deal. We'll be here.
We can decorate, we can landscape. I'm going to try to get half an acre because up where I'm going, it's farm country. Who knows, maybe we'll have chickens. I don't know. I think I'm getting carried away, but we're going to have a blast.